The following interview was originally broadcast on and is property of WQLZ-FM. This program may be removed at any time for any reason.
He's the only one who understood every Stardust promo.
14 black holes that we know of in space.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious!
You're listening to Mo Lightning and the cosmic key we call the Lightning Strike.
And if this man can help me, I know he can help every one of you out there.
On Wrestling Audio.
Hey, Ashley, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Ashley Mae Sebera, I may accidentally just automatically call you Dana Brooke. Is that all right?
That is A-okay. No issue.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Of course, Ashley or Dana Brooke, however you know her, is a WWE superstar. Also owns a nonprofit called the Dallas McCarver Foundation, which we will cover here in just a moment. I don't normally get into gossip and the dating stuff, but you had that online flirtationship with Dave Bautista recently. Please tell me you got some Guardians of the Galaxy 3 spoilers out of him.
How did you know? Dave has been one amazing man. You know, Dave and I go way back. I will say this. Dave and I have a great relationship. You know, he was actually a fan of my ex who had passed away, Dallas McCarver. Mm-hmm. Dave's trainer stayed with myself in Dallas. So Joe was training with Dallas and would stay at our house, and Joe would train Dave. So this is before anything took off. You know, I was in talks when Dallas had passed away. Dave gave me his condolences. Then Titus O'Neil, who I was partnered up with, is best friends with Dave, right? So we're doing a ride along. He's talking to Dave. I'm on the phone, and I'm like, ooh, Dave. You know, I was like, is he single? This is now years ago. And he was like, no, I think he's married still. I'm like, okay. Fast forward, then, you know, obviously I've recovered. I've come through a lot. I've learned, you know, to love again. Here we are. You know, Dave and I kind of had this, you know, fling back and forth. It was amazing. You know, he understands the business. I understand the business. We're super great, amazing friends. It's just hard. You know, it's truly hard as far as both of our careers, where I'm at, how my schedule is, where he's at and his schedule is. Doesn't mean in the future nothing can work out, because we truly are amazing together. We joke, we laugh, we understand each other 100%. He's a great guy. He teaches me a lot. As you know, I'm doing that power bomb now. What do you think taught me? So it's been, you know, he's a great person to have in your corner, has a huge heart. So it's truly been really exciting to have a friendship, and who knows, maybe the fire will still burn in a couple more years.
And I gotta say, I was very impressed with fans and the internet in this case, because normally the internet is such a toxic, volatile place, but yet everybody seemed to really be supporting the two of you having this ship.
It was so funny because I lived for those memes. Like, I seriously lived for those memes. I'll never forget. I was at work and he FaceTimed me, and I turned super beat red. The camera was on me. Like, it was filmed, and then he sent me this picture, and I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, is this really happening? And then the internet, because I'm like a very private person as much as I can be. And as I talked on the bump, I said, this is completely opposite than anything, right? Usually relationships you kind of keep on the DL, and you like don't want anyone to know, and you kind of keep it as private as you can until it's like really serious. I said this was completely opposite. I said from the moment we started flirting, or I even felt like there was a little attraction, I said it was all over the internet. And for me to see the support and the love from fans all over the world to celebrities that were, you know, tweeting CM Punk and, you know, movie stars and stuff like that, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But it also, it's a warm feeling. It's like, you know, there is people that actually want true love and happiness out there. And that's, you know, I'm a hopeless romantic too. I'm like, oh, I love this, you know, but the memes were great. They had me dying, like a couple of them, you know. So it was a lot of fun.
I'm just happy the internet was used for good during this time, just because it's so hard to find. So I'm glad that everybody rallied together to try to make this a reality. You brought up Ride Along a couple minutes ago, and I did have a listener question wanting to know that, hey, Ride Along's maybe a 20-minute show, but your drive probably longer than that. Is there anything in your Ride Along that was left on the cutting room floor that we'd be amused by?
There's a lot, a lot of the first Ride Along I did was 3 hours. Then the one with Mojo was, I think, like an hour and a half. And like they said, it was like 20 minutes. And I look at sometimes and I'm like, this last one that I did, it was like, I looked so desperate. I wasn't desperate, it made me look out to be like super like desperate. I was like, no. But yeah, they left definitely a lot of little things out. One being, I think it was, they said I was farting in the car. I wasn't. They were just making it up, and I didn't. And I kept saying that. I was like, I wasn't. I just needed to go to the bathroom. Like, I was drinking tons of water, and Titus and Apollo were like, oh, she needs to go to the bathroom, this and that, and farting and all this stuff. But so they left that part out. There's a lot of little things that they kind of like leave out, but it tells for a good story, and I'm a good sport, and I'm always laughing and stuff like that. Same thing, with the, like we just had mentioned with the Dave Bautista stuff too. So you have to have a strong backbone, but hey, everything is good and fun and tells for a good story.
There seems to be a theme here, this discussion about having big hearts, and anybody that's unfamiliar with pro wrestling and the superstars in general, every single one of you are just so amazing with your fans and
thank you.
All of that. So with that said, let's talk about your nonprofit. How did the Dallas McCarver Foundation happen?
Something, Dallas had passed away in 2017, and as I always say that life always has to keep going and kind of constantly keep moving forward, and that's exactly like what I do. And I couldn't, and I always say that there's no right way or wrong way of like grieving or handling things in life, but I just needed to constantly like keep going and keep moving forward, and I just needed to know like how to carry on his legacy, because it was so tragic, super tragic as far as losing someone, and one day they're here, the next they're gone. And Dallas and I had a soft spot for children. We always wanted to give back to different children, organizations, charities, and things along that line. And it felt like the perfect fit. I started working with his mom on this foundation, and we wanted to give back to hospitals, children, organizations, or children's hospitals, children's orphanages, schools. And it just felt like the perfect fit, because that's exactly what Dallas and I wanted to do after his next competition, was work with different organizations and give back and go and visit, because you can never judge a book by its cover, right? Dallas is 280 pounds, but also inside he has the biggest heart. He's the most gentle giant ever. We wanted to go out there and see the smiles on these faces, and it's a way for me now to cope with everything that I've been through, and I still feel like super close to him when I'm talking about it and trying to make him proud and live out his legacy. And, in the next month or two, we're making a huge donation to St. Jude's Hospital. It is very close to his mom's heart, as far as Dallas having some health issues. So it kind of touches home, and it's the right fit and the right move. And it's going to be a beautiful day, because it's, books, toys, money donation. I can't wait. I get super excited, but also emotional talking about it, because it is a really beautiful organization and a nonprofit. And after that, I want to go out and talk to kids and do anti-bullying rallies and things like that outside of the WWE, because WWE does a ton of that, and it's a beautiful thing. But again, we all have some downtime and off time, and it's, we kind of control our destiny on the outside part of it, and that's what I'm very passionate about.
At Dana Brooke WWE on Twitter. Ashley Mae Sebera, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for all that you do, and I hope to see you at WrestleMania.
Okay, yes, I cannot wait. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Listen to him, babe. Just call it quits. That's enough. You lost it.
You just heard a portion of the internet's best-kept secret.
I wish you died in the womb.
Hoping to get your comments.
What?
Hear what you've been missing by checking out the show archives at wrestlingaudio.com.